Welcome to the Real Entrepreneur Show, where we're trying to be serious because this is a serious topic.
It is. It is very serious.
And very serious to know who is this person here.
I have no idea. But my tag says, Patti Pokerchuk, small biz sales coach. I help you sell her messages that she writes for you.
Well, I guess I don't have to say anything then.
No, thank God. When she starts, she never stops.
And she's just a mouse, as you can see. She never says a thing.
I just went on a rant.
I know.
Finally.
And we should have been filming that. Okay, I'm Kathy Barthel from Take on the World. And yes, I'm the message expert and the writing coach. But today, what we're talking about and what we've been trying to beat ourselves to the clock to get this done before we finish filming today is talking about what happens when it's inching towards the fourth quarter of your year and you didn't make your projections.
Oh. Well, it's back to school, right? It's after Labor Day, back to school, back to work. It's like the second New Year, in my opinion, because, you know, you've been kind of slacking over the summer, you know, having some downtime, holiday time, well-deserved, well-earned. The thing is to stop beating yourself up on what didn't happen. A lot of us are in that sandwich generation with kids and older relatives that we look after, and when stuff happens,
people die, things get off track.
Yeah,
right?
They get sick.
And yeah, you can't.
Dying's almost.
Well, no.
No, it's bad.
It goes on for a long time after.
Grief. Yeah, I know.
And executor stuff and lots of things. Anyway, the point is that stuff gets in the way, right? And then you find that here you are towards the end of the year, and oh my God, I didn't make, I didn't get those things done I was going to do. I didn't make that much money as I thought I would make, that kind of stuff.
So, the whole thing is cut yourself some slack, okay? You can't change the past. As Oprah always says, is that forgiveness is forgetting or giving up any hope that the past will be different. It is what it is, right?
It is.
So
it is. And the thing, what were you going to say?
How can you make the future better?
Yes.
Thinking ahead of like, okay, this stuff happened. I'm coping better. You know, things have happened and things are getting better. How am I going to make this the last of this year and next year?
Yeah, so we've got a couple of ideas. Number one, Patti loves to talk about networking because it leads to the subject of cold calls, which is what we were talking about before we get in here.
Warm
calls.
They're all warm.
So
warm.
But we want to get out there and network, right?
Yes.
Here you are in the last half of the year, the last quarter of the year, and it's about getting out there and talking to people.
This morning I asked my group coaching program attendees, and I said, well, how do you get business? And they go, well, face-to-face, right? You know, go out, you network, you meet people, and then you click with them, and that's how most people get business. Because it's really people, you know, they have, it's easier to sell to people when they are in you're face-to-face, right? And when you think about it, networking is a form of cold calling. You're talking to strangers.
Here it is. Did you hear that?
Yeah, just like your mama said, don't talk to strangers. Well, that's, as an entrepreneur, talk to every stranger you meet. Okay?
Go with a friend if you must, but split up.
Don't stay with them.
You got an ally in the room somewhere, but yeah, just have some fun and enjoy it, and everybody has to do it, right? So everybody's in the same boat. So that's number one. Another thing.
Yeah, and when you go to networking, is have an intention and have a good question to ask people. What are you a member here? What brought you here? Who do you want to learn? Who do you want to meet? Maybe I know somebody. Maybe I met somebody, you know, oh, you're looking to meet a bookkeeper. Hey, you want to meet Maureen, right?
Exactly. Yeah. You know, always be in the position of helping and of giving, right? Because it also gets the pressure off you. So you're not thinking, what am I going to say? Get the other person talking.
Yeah. And then the other thing is networking is not for selling. It's just for making connections.
Oh, yeah. Because we're all in this for the long game, right, guys? You know, this is a relationship thing. But the other thing is if you had plans, you know, number two, if you had plans for a certain thing you were going to do, however many people you were going to call, whatever it was, mix it up, freshen it up. You know, you've been dragged down by some things, maybe got distracted, like Patti says, it was summer, whatever it is. Think about what you could do differently. What I love to do is do a workshop because, you know, we're talking about cold calls and so on. You get all those people in the room and all of a sudden they're warm leads.
Yeah. Plus
right?
you got an excuse to call them. I'm putting on this workshop. You said you wanted more content for your blog.
Yeah. Or you wanted to learn how to get on video or whatever the heck it is.
Exactly.
And whatever your area
is. It's a good excuse to call. Is what you call a trigger event. It's like, hey, I've got something to offer you. Interested? Yes or no? You could do with an email and then you follow up with a call, another email, call. You know, be persistent. And don't accept you if you don't answer immediately. don't take that personal.
Yeah, and the other thing that Patty and I were saying is in the last quarter of the year, you've got September, October getting busier, and people are getting overwhelmed because they're back at it, and sort of late November, and they're heading into the holidays. You've got that nice little hammock spot in the middle where you could really have a workshop where they're not stressed at either end yet. They're taking a little bit of a breather and really getting serious about doing something.
And getting ready for next year. Come January, right? January 2019 for us is like, that's another new year. And so you've got the holiday season, you've got Thanksgiving, Halloween, Thanksgiving in the States, you've got Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever. And then comes January, you're back in the same position. We've got 4 months to get to really so start planning and going, okay, if I know this might happen, then what do I do?
Exactly.
And I was going to say, one major thing that I find most entrepreneurs, well, they fall down on follow-up, but they also fall down on not having enough customer or potential customer focused activity, which means every day reaching out to 5 or 10 people, whether it's through email or referrals. Take the easy route and ask friends, who do you know? Once you identified your ideal, with Kathy, your ideal market with your ideal message is then who do they know that needs your help, right?
Yeah. And the other thing is, the last thing I would say is in this time of year, if, as we've said, things have gotten off the rails for you somehow, look at this as a time to seed for the new year. So you're going to work on whatever that project is, whatever that presentation is, whatever it is, because look at it this way, you've gotten some time now, you could really knock it out of the park in terms of how much money you make on that in the new year. Which could kind of make this year's numbers look not so bad. If you kind of, obviously you want to have, higher number, projections for the new year, and you want to do even better. But if you think about it and you just blow it out of the park in January because you've taken this time to really polish that thing.
And you won't have to pay taxes on that for another while, too. I mean, there's always a bonus. Bonus.
Yeah. So as you're heading into that last quarter, just to recap, and things are maybe slower than you thought, you don't have quite the numbers that you thought, cut yourself from slack. Get out there and do the networking. It's kind of cold calls and it's fun.
And amp up your networking. Like go to one or two extra a month, and go to a breakfast meeting. Go to a new group that you haven't been to.
Exactly.
Get a little bit out of your comfort zone because that's the only way you grow, and you'll meet some really, really nice.
And speaking
people.
of out of comfort zone, do something different, right? Throw a workshop on. Do something different than you were normally planning to do. And lastly, take advantage of this time and create something amazing for the January doldrums, and you'll make tons of money. And it'll make this year look better.
Yay!
Have some fun in Q4.
Okay.
See you soon.
Good luck. Bye.